Tarrant County Sheriff D. Anderson personally escorted Tanya Couch from DFW Airport to the jail today. He says she was polite, cooperative, and appreciated her treatment by the sheriff's office. Sheriff joins us live from his home in Kennedale. Sheriff, thanks for getting electronically hooked up. We appreciate your time tonight.
Sure, Steve, anytime.
All right, good deal. Hey, okay, we got Tanya Couch's mugshot earlier this evening. She has an arraignment, we know, at 9 in the morning. What's her status tonight? Booked in fully, processed, sitting in a jail cell?
Yeah, she's being housed in our maximum security facility tonight, and as far as we know, unless the plans change, she'll be in court at 9 o'clock in the morning being arraigned in front of the judge.
All right, you said as sheriff this was the first time you personally escorted somebody being brought back to Tarrant County. Why'd you do it today?
Well, I just felt like with all the eyes of the world upon us, and as long as we'd been wanting to get her back, and as important as this was, I wanted to be there myself in case any issues came up, if there was any problems or things that needed to be addressed. And plus, I just felt like I needed to see it to assure that everything went well, and I could assure the public and the people that we actually did the job that we did. I was very, very proud of our people today. I got to see it firsthand. They do this all the time. They usually just don't do it with the eyes of the world on them. And I was very proud of the job they did, and she was very appreciative of the way she was treated by our people.
Got it. And I know, boy, there's a lot of pressure, a lot of people watching. You spent some time riding with her. I know you didn't question her. That wasn't your place, but you're a cop. Part of your job is to read people. I think the public sees Tanya Couch as a rich, arrogant person. Did she appear humbled by this process to you?
Well, you know, it's hard to say because we didn't really discuss anything other than her treatment and what was getting ready to happen to her. I will say she was very subdued. She was very quiet. She was not at all arrogant or pushy. She was very cooperative. She wanted to do everything we wanted her to do. She didn't come across, in this instance, as someone that was being defiant at all. She was very much in her place, but also was very much looked like someone who'd been on a very, very tough road for the last several days. And she was 24 hours without food when we got to her, hadn't had a shower in a while, and was not in the best of mental or physical condition, I don't think, when we got her off the plane today.
Okay, explain what happens next. This isn't your case, right? Your detectives won't be interviewing Tanya Couch.
No, actually the DA filed the criminal case on her. We are still working on some aspects of the case with the Ethan Couch part of it, but we're now just the holding facility. Everything's going to move to the court system with her. We'll keep her in custody as long as we need to until the judge says different, and then we'll keep working on the other one. But we're pretty much done with this one, and I think we're halfway home. As soon as we get Ethan back in Tarrant County, we'll feel much, much better.
And let me talk about that other one. Somebody in today's news conference asked you what I think is an interesting question, and that is, would you be interested in enlisting Tanya Couch to try to talk Ethan Couch into just coming back to Tarrant County?
You know, that's not really our place, and I'm sure they talked before they were split up about what the strategy was. I assume we're going to be patient. Whatever happens, and we'll be here when he gets here. I'm confident he will be returned to Tarrant County, and hopefully soon. I'm getting a lot of questions about Fred Couch. People write in. I heard you indicate your deputies haven't talked with Fred Couch for some time. That's Tanya's husband, Ethan's father. Why not? Why not? Why? Well, yeah, we talked to him, fairly quickly after they left, and he had his attorney present, and he basically gave us what information he was willing to give us, and basically, has said that's all he has to offer. So he was cooperative. He talked to us with his attorney. So I really don't think he's going to be a wealth of any more knowledge for us. We were really using him to try to get to them. We were trying to find out if he had any information where they were. And of course, once we located them, his value to us became much less as a witness. And so we haven't really tried to go back and visit with him about any of the aftermath or what happened.
And I heard you today kind of say you just got to watch and see how this thing plays out with Ethan Couch in Mexico. But Sheriff, you will be running for re-election this year. There are a lot of people who consider the Ethan Couch trial and sentencing, I think you would acknowledge this, a lot of people think that was a complete disaster. I know you will say you separate politics and policing, but you, the district attorney, and whatever judge gets these cases are elected. And the public still wants somebody to pay. If this is perceived as being mishandled, that somebody could be you. Do you feel the public's frustration, their interest, their pressure?
I do think the public's frustrated. I was frustrated, and all I can say to the public is that we did the very best we could do. We investigated that accident. My department investigated that accident to the nth degree. They did a great job of presenting that. We were as stunned as anyone when the judge said probation. We felt for sure that he would be locked up and transferred to an adult prison and be really seriously punished for killing 4 innocent people. So all I can say is, we've done everything we can do. When they ran, I said we'd get them back. I said we'd get them back in short time. We've done that. I really don't know what else we can say. We're as frustrated and dismayed by the judicial system's failure on this. So, I certainly hope the second time around we get a better result from that system, and that's what we're all hoping for. And I have no doubt the public is frustrated, because we're all frustrated, and I think the failure that happened needs to be corrected, and hopefully we'll get a chance to do that. The judicial system will get a chance to do that.
All right, Sheriff D. Anderson, really appreciate your time tonight. Thank you.